What is going on, guys? My name is Nathan, or ELEMENTofFROST, and today I'm here to bring you the return of a really popular series on my channel called The Walking Dead Predictions and Reviews. So, as you guys know, every Thursday I do put out a review video on the upcoming episode of The Walking Dead. So this one is going to be doing my review video on The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 9 after the mid-season premiere. Just after, and then the mid-season premiere separate. Okay, anyways, moving on, we always start the prediction videos with the synopsis of the upcoming episode, which you guys know the upcoming episode is coming this Sunday. As you guys are watching this, this is February the 6th, so Thursday, and the review video will continue right after The Walking Dead airs on February the 10th, which is a Monday. So as you guys know, my prediction videos is the Thursday before the episode premieres, and the Monday after the episode premieres is when my review video takes place. Anyway, synopsis of the upcoming episode. After. As Rick deals with old wounds, members of the prison have to come to terms with their new environment and task themselves if survival alone is enough. Okay, so I am very excited for this upcoming episode, mostly because I kinda know what happens if they go off the comic book, and it's pretty damn awesome. So a little bit of spoilers for the comic book version of the upcoming episode. I'm relating this upcoming episode to the comic book Volume 9, Here We Remain. Okay, so in Here We Remain, basically Here We Remain is basically the events after they left the prison. After the governor attacked in the comic book or the graphic novel, after he attacked, they actually left the prison just like they did in the TV show, even down to the bitter part where him and Carl, Rick and Carl were walking away from the prison, and Rick said, "Don't look back." That's the exact thing that happened in the graphic novel, and I'm very excited for it. So if they go off the graphic novel, which it looks to me like they are, because if you guys seen the mid-season premiere trailer yet, you guys know Carl was actually shaking his father, shaking Rick, while Rick was laying down on the couch, passed out, you know, something like that, just like they did in the comic book. He was passed out, and Carl's sitting there shaking him, saying, "Wake up, wake up, wake up." Now, in the comic book, he does wake up. He does wake up in the comic book. You know, he doesn't die or anything like that, so I really don't see them killing him off. You know, I'd say 99.9% sure that they're not going to kill him off. There's literally no way. But anyway, same thing that happened in the comic book. It's a lot about father and son. I can tell you that right now. Here We Remain is a lot about father and son. Well, at least in the comic book it was. But I have a feeling this one is going to be basically father and son, but at the same time, we're also going to see the remaining characters from the prison, which that would include Maggie, Tyrese, you know, Glenn, everybody else who got separated, Daryl, Beth, you know, Michonne, whoever else is on their own, and, you know, just stuff like that. We're going to see those people along with Rick and Carl. Now, in the comic book, Carl does clear out a house. Now, if you've seen the trailer or the sneak peek, which I will leave both the trailer of the mid-season premiere in the description, so go check that out, and I will also leave the sneak peek in the description as well that they recently released on YouTube and on their website. So I'll leave the link to the YouTube video in the description. Go check that out as well, and then you can kind of know what I'm talking about. But in the sneak peek, Carl's actually leading zombies away from a house, which you can't expect. You know, Rick's probably staying behind while he leads them away from the house in order to get Rick in the house to, you know, lay down, clear the house out, and stuff like that. And, yeah, that's what happened in the comic book as well. Well, at least the gist, not down to the bare, like, minimum, but, I mean, the gist of what happened in the comic book is what looks like it's what's going to happen in the TV show. Now, as far as what's actually going to happen with the other characters, you know, it's really hard to say, because in Here We Remain, we've seen a little bit of what happened with the characters, you know, the other characters after they left the prison and stuff like that. Actually, in the comic book, to do with the last episode, Herschel was not the one that got his head cut off. That was actually Tyrese. So now we have a character that was not supposed to survive the prison assault, Tyrese, we have him now out on the run. So what's going to happen is he's going to meet back up with Rick. He's going to go on his own way. Maybe we can see Tyrese's own story from a new point of view. You know, anything. You know, he's with those two little girls, Lizzie and Mika, I believe. I know that's Lizzie's name, but Mika, I think it's Mika. I believe it's Mika. But yeah, we have them off too. You know, they could meet up with Carol. That would be an interesting plot twist. You know, Tyrese actually didn't find out that Carol killed Karen and David. So, you know, if they meet up with her, maybe they could just kind of slide right past that and just not really care. I think that would be kind of cool if they did that. I mean, it'd be a pretty exciting plot twist, because I mean, you have like the killer right beside the person who wants to find the killer, and like working together to survive and stuff like that. Now, as far as everybody else, in the sneak peek, or like I guess the mid-season premiere trailer, we see Michonne off on her own. She doesn't have anybody with her at all. Beth and Daryl, we've seen them multiple times running away. I think they passed out in some sort of brush or cornfield. Everybody, I'm getting messages on Facebook. This is bad. Yeah, we see Daryl and Beth do that. We see Maggie off on her own. I don't know if she's on her own, though. I mean, when she left, she was with Sasha and Bob Stookie, so we're not sure if they're still together. We see Glenn still at the prison. Passed out kind of like on the roof. We can expect he got off the bus to try to go save Maggie, and then they left on their own. Yeah, we see still, you know, Glenn at the prison, and we see him actually running away with somebody out the prison gates, and I'm actually thinking that might be Tara or Lily. You know, it's obviously not confirmed. Whoever he was running away with was actually wearing riot gear, so we can't really see who it was. I can tell it's a woman, at least. I can tell it's a woman. So I do believe it was probably Tara or Lily. My best bet's going on Tara. I'm not sure where Lily went. But as far as everything else goes, I do believe it's going to be a very, very awesome episode. We haven't seen them kind of like really out in the dirt, you know, surviving for a long time. You know, they've actually had the prison since the start of Season 3, so it's been a while since we actually seen like the nitty-gritty survival part of The Walking Dead. Even in Season 2, they had Herschel's farm. They got ran out on the end of it. I mean, there was like an 8-month time jump between Season 2 and 3, so we can expect they were doing like that nitty-gritty survival stuff where they just kind of like raid houses for food and stuff like that. But after that, they got the prison, and we never really got to see much. You know, between Season 1, that was probably the best, really nitty-gritty survival stuff we've actually seen in The Walking Dead, because they were like, you know, just they had a camp out in the woods up on a quarry, and I mean, in Atlanta, you know, all that was fun, right? But the main parts that we actually got to see survival and really them bear down on trying to, you know, keep their lives and try to live was probably the end episode of Season 2 when the herd attacked the farm. And I would have to say probably when they were making their way to Atlanta to the CDC. And obviously when Rick woke up at the hospital, that was pretty hectic too, because he didn't really know what's going on. But anyways, as far as the rest of the episode's going to go, I do believe it's going to be very, very exciting, and hopefully you guys will enjoy as much as I do. I am so excited for this Sunday. I am so excited. And yeah, like I said, definitely check out those sneak peeks and the mid-season premiere trailer. Obviously, we can assume that the episode title, Season 4, Episode 9, After, we can obviously assume why they named it After is because it's after after they lose the prison. You know, no one's left. It's after the events of the prison, and you know, Here We Remain is kind of referring to After as well. So yeah, if it goes the way the comic book does, you know, Rick and Carl will both survive, and yeah, it's just gonna be really, really exciting. I'm really wondering if they're gonna like meet back up with the rest of the group. You know, what's gonna happen? Actually, in the comic book or the graphic novel, they actually met back up everybody at Herschel's farm, and that is where they met. Abraham Ford. You know, Rosita, Eugene, everybody in the comic book. like that. That's where they met them back at Herschel's farm. And so yeah, that's gonna be very, very exciting. I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait to see Abraham Ford and Rosita and Eugene, you know, everybody like that. They've already been cast. You know, we're gonna see them in the next half of season 4. So I'm really, really excited for that. So yeah, that's gonna be basically the gist of the episode. You know, it's gonna be survival, kinda of the fittest. You know, Carl and Rick are kind of gonna work together. We can see them in the trailer, kind of walking. Rick's still hurt. He's shot in the leg, so he's gonna have to get better. He's gonna have to heal. And yeah, I just cannot wait for this Sunday's episode, guys. I really can't. Everybody in the UK, I feel really bad for you guys. I believe you have to wait until Friday on Fox or something like that. So you guys would have to wait until February the 14th or something like that. I think that's how it works in the UK. Well, maybe some UK cities. Maybe some UK cities you get it on Sunday. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I know you guys don't get AMC over in the UK because, I mean, that's called American Movie Classic. So yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you did, hit it with a like, and tell me what you guys think is going to happen in the mid-season premiere of The Walking Dead. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Alright guys, bye.